right, I think we still have, if we want to, 5 or 10 minutes before my little baby wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be very happy to channel a being that already introduced himself at the beginning of the session.
Yeah.
Is that okay for you?
Yeah, of course.
Alors, I already know that he's from Atlantis, or he said it's not exactly Atlantis, but it's what we think Atlantis is, because he's showing me that he's coming from another city that belonged to this Atlantis time, in our conception at least. So I think it's the same period of time, but not the same place geographically. Okay, he's pretty tall. He's pretty tall. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm ready for questions if you have.
Mm-hmm. Does he have any first message that he wants to bring through?
Something about beauty. I think in his energy, and I think in the energy he wants us to bear and express, there's something about beauty, there's something about being Epicurean, there's something about connection to nature, connection to our land, but it's something to do with beauty, and it's very feminine. It's a very feminine energy. There's something there. When I say beauty, I'm not talking like physical beauty or material beauty. He's really just talking about softness. It's talking about, he's talking about, I'm going to ask him to show, creation, creating, even small things. Do not see creation as a big masculine energy-based project that needs to be hard and complex. Just create on a daily basis small things, intuitive, beautiful. Bring in your your inner child spirit. There's really something of that order. We need to shift the energy. The energy balance we put in creation is a little bit too masculine at the moment. We need to bring in the feminine energy as well, and this is something that is quite hard to do, because creation in our matrix is mostly masculine somehow. There's this action, and he's trying to show through me. He's really trying to make me feel how this 2.0 creation looks like, something very intuitive, something that is more birth with your heart, from your heart space. Yeah, I'm trying to use as many words as I can to describe what I'm feeling and what he's showing me. Yeah, that's what he wants to share through us.
Very beautiful. I could feel the enthusiasm behind his energy, that he's bringing it through.
Absolutely. He's now showing me, I think he's showing me because I just gave birth, right, to my little daughter. He's saying, look at how you birthed your daughter. You were doing the opposite of acting. You were tuning in your body, and you were you were tuning it with your thoughts, with your trying to process your mind, to let the intuition, how do you say, neutralize your mind, something like this, to let the imagination grow, to let the body, what your mind cannot grasp, just take over, and not take over, but just expand, and you were not acting, you were just letting it be and expand. And he's saying this is quite similar to the way we should birth creations projects. Now we need to reintegrate the feminine energy.
The question I feel like I want to ask next is whether we lived with him at some point, or do we know him from somewhere?
You mean we as Julian and Alycia incarnated now today?
Yeah, whether we had a past life with him.
Yeah. He's showing me that he's the father and we are the children. Something like this. Something like that. I'm feeling this like teacher relationship, but I do not know if it's literal in a past life or if it's more symbolic, that he's always been there, his energy has always been I think he's more like a guide. I don't think we had a literal incarnation. We shared an incarnation together. He says yes and no. Yes and no.
Yes, says no. Okay.
It's not exactly what I say.
I feel like
I don't think I really understand. I don't think I really understand what he's trying to show me. The yes and no. It's yes and no, but I can't really express it with words properly.
I feel like a part of him has incarnated with us or lived with us, but the being that he is now is bigger or has evolved from who he was back then.
Yes. Yes. That's it. Very well.
Since you're saying spirit guides, would that describe his current identity or role the best?
He intervenes on a frequency range. There's a community he intervenes with. He said it's like it's not exactly the frequency range as like it's not exactly the way I conceive it, but he's intervening on certain thematics for a group of people. Somehow he says it's not exactly spirit guides. He said it's less the involvement is a little bit different, maybe less personal. He's like adjusting a group of people frequency on he's intervening in people that share a similar objective, and he's adjusting those people. He's like showing me like a radio, something like that. So it's not something he's not gonna intervene through the entire incarnation, and he says as most guides are, you know, it's for something very specific that we are doing together. That's why he's here.
Feels like right now is the perfect time for him working on these more feminine energies.
Yeah.
Is it like a number, a rough estimate about how many people he's working with on Earth right now?
It's less than 1 million. It's hundreds of thousands. So quite a lot of people, huh? But less than 1 million.
Are they around the world or in specific countries?
In specific countries, but everywhere in the world, but in specific places. He cannot intervene in high density places, for example. It's and he says that it's not because of people are not ready for it. It's not that. It's because of the energies of the land, the memory, and the memories that needs to come out of the land. He said where the volcano is, there's some memories, energies trapped in the land, in the space. And he just cannot intervene because of that, because of the energy grid in that specific area. But it's not because of the people. He could intervene for some people, just these places does not allow the work. The intervention, not the work. My baby is waking up. One last question, I think we can.
Yeah. I feel like I would love to get like a little bit of a teaser from him about the human future. If there's any teaser he wants to give or anything he wants to share from his perspective.
He says that collaboration, support, and solidarity is going to be never seen before, like we never seen before. The speed and the ease at which we can birth projects and build and create is going to be never seen before because of solidarity. You will be missing something to birth a project, and the second after you will meet 2 or 3 people that can bring you exactly what you needed. It's going to be that fast. That's what he says, solidarity. He's almost like sharing a lot of determination, almost like the core of what he offered or how he guided people is via solidarity. You can hear Aria, I'm sure. Okay. Well, yeah. I deeply thank him for his messages.
Yeah, thank you. That was very beautiful message at the end.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Yeah. Absolutely.